On this episode of The Word Salad, we have a quote from Carl Lumbry. Who is Carl Lumbry, you may ask? He plays the character Isaiah Bradley in the really terrible TV show Falcon and the Winter Soldier and the even worse movie Captain America 4. Now, you know what? I'll do the quote first, and then I'm going to tell you my theory about Isaiah Bradley's character. So, he's quoted in questioning on people who don't accept Sam Wilson as Captain America. Let me explain to you why I don't accept Sam Wilson as Captain America. Because he's not good at it. Because he's just written as a stereotypical activist. That's all he is. Isn't it kind of weird? It's kind of amazing here, okay? The Marvel writers throughout the movies do not talk to each other. The TV show writers as well do not talk to each other. That's why we have so many movies that make no sense in the timeline, and they're just scrambling to make this stuff work in the end. However, what if season 3 ended where Sam Wilson talked down the Hulk, who was the size of a mountain? If you haven't seen my review of it, it is hilarious. I love What If because it's just the worst show ever made. And my hard drive died on my old computer, so I have to sadly rewatch like 5 episodes and re-record. I'm so depressed about that. But yeah, so it ended where Sam talked down the Hulk. Captain America 4 ended where Sam talked down the Red Hulk. Sam's not that great of a conversationalist, let alone great at talking down massively overpowered beings that can easily beat him. That's the problem. You had a character as Falcon. I loved Falcon. Falcon was one of my favorite characters leading up to Endgame because he was just a guy that was just doing the right thing. Being Captain America's sidekick, he was taking it to Iron Man, Civil War, no fear at all. He was an awesome character. Then he got his own TV show, nothing but an activist. Got his ass beat by 90-pound red-headed Aaron Kellyman, who I said in another video is the absolute kiss of death in any product that she's in. And now we have Captain America 4. But first with Sam Wilson, I need to spoil something for you, okay? I don't know if you know this. Sam Wilson is actually black. Shocker, right? And I knew that because in the trailer, of course, there was rap music. How come Hollywood has to put rap music in every black-led thing? Why is that? Do they not realize how incredibly racist that is? It's almost like, yeah, we need to tell the audience that this is for black people because it has rap music in it. I never understood why I'm the only person that calls out Hollywood with that. So his quote is, I'm gonna Joe Biden butcher the hell out of this thing. He says, runs the continuum from madness to silliness to be as obsessed as this republic continues to be about denying a truth that makes us brothers and sisters. What the hell are you talking about, man? I'm not even going to bother to read that quote again. I have no idea what he's talking about. Was Sam Wilson worthy of the mantle of Captain America leading up to Endgame? Absolutely he was. Would I rather Bucky have gotten it because it made more sense? Also, recently, what's his name? Sebastian Stan said that Marvel said in a very early meeting that he was going to be Captain America by the end of this thing. When he was hired for the role, they told him in the meeting, you're eventually going to be Captain America. So I find that a little bit interesting that they kind of lied to this guy, and I mean, neither here nor there. I mean, I didn't have a problem with Sam getting the shield. That's the craziest thing. When Sam got the shield at the end of Endgame, like, wow, this is really awesome. Then the show came out. Sam Wilson is nothing more than an activist. One of the best scenes. Oh man, you got to watch this scene again, okay? Sam and his sister, they have a failed fishing business or something like that. Does Sam get paid? I have no idea. Why couldn't you just put a call out to Pepper Potts? Hey, my family business is failing. Can you float me like, I don't know, $100 or something? But Sam and his sister have to go to the bank to get a bank loan for their failing business. And the sister makes it all about race. That they did not get the loan. It's like, oh yeah, well, it always doesn't seem to work with people like us. Like, oh yeah, the rules don't apply for people like us. Something like that. She was implying that because they're black, they're not going to get the bank loan. It's like, you are in a failing business. You have no money whatsoever. But you know what? I guess we don't like this Sam Wilson because he's black. That's why. You're right. You're right. I forgot your. I'm not even gonna look up your name. Already forgot your existence, man. But Isaiah Bradley. Speaking of black, okay. I am the only person on the planet that has ever said this. Okay. In the show Falcon Winter Soldier, we find out that Isaiah Bradley was one of the first original super soldiers after Steve Rogers went away. Okay. Something happened where he did exactly what Steve Rogers did, where he disobeyed orders and went out and got all his people back. So he was arrested afterwards for disobeying orders. Now, they want you to originally think that it's because he was black. That's not why at all. Later on in the show, it is revealed that Hydra, who we've seen throughout the MCU has had ties to the US government, had a super soldier that now they can test on repeatedly. So, the whole theme and what they talk about later on in the movie too, they make it seem like Isaiah Bradley was put in jail because he was black. No, he was put in jail because Hydra wanted to have a super soldier in prison that they could experiment on with no problems whatsoever. I am the only one on the planet that has connected these dots that are extremely obvious. But back to this quote. Accepting Sam Wilson's Captain America. He's not good at it. That's the problem. I don't know how to explain the fourth movie to you if I was to do a review of it. I have no idea what the plot of this movie is. Apparently, war with Japan because they found a way to take the celestial being's material and turn it into adamantium, which is the dumbest idea ever. And the leader chose to get himself arrested because he wants to gloat to Sam of how incredibly how smart he is. And Thunderbolt Ross has been dying of cancer, but he's been taking Hulk medicine this whole time. This movie is an absolute mess. Justifiably deserved a flop in the box office, but it doesn't matter what we say, because that is the best card to use whenever you want to take away the blame of making a bad product. But, in the end, what do you guys think about that?
Forevermore.